Okay, Mr. Funchbot, here's the video that I put together for you. On the left-hand side, as we take the club away, the first thing you want to notice is just the circle around your head. Sorry, left-hand side. That we talked about just briefly. And if I actually go a little further and draw a small line on your eyes, okay, you can see in the backswing that you do, your head moves backwards, which is okay, but it also moves up, which we talked about before, that on the downswing you're going to have to move down to compensate for it. So that's certainly something that you can keep track of as you start to work on your swing even further. The back is fine because it's going to allow you to get a little bigger turn, but the up, definitely try to keep track of. Okay. Top of your backswing looks good again. I know in this position here it looks like your hands are too close to your head, but in actuality you're really not. Your left arm's really not breaking down that much. It looks soft, which looks in a nice comfortable position. Because you can see here you've got good distance, your hands are away from your head, good amount. Your left arm is in a little flatter position. Everything looks pretty darn good right there. It's not too bad. If we go back down to address, now one thing we talked about a little bit was the distance that you have from the golf ball. If we take a line directly underneath your shoulder blade, majority of the time it's going to hit you about right here in the grip. So you're a few inches too far away from the ball, and that makes your path of your backswing be a little flatter. That's why it looks that way at the top of your swing. And you also get across the line a little bit at the top of your swing. So if we get you back up there. Okay, see your club head went a little inside, and then in turn it went just a little across the line. So just pointing a little that way. But all in all, it's really not that bad. I don't think it's anything you need to worry about too much. As you start to get a little closer to the ball, I think that's your first fix. All that's going to probably look a little bit different. It's going to change a little bit for you. Okay. The next big thing that we talked about on your downswing is allowing that left arm to lead the shot a little bit better. So being able to keep the angle that you have right here between the club shaft and your left arm as you swing through. So you can see right here you've really lost the angle that you had from before. Okay. If I pull up this one picture here of Tiger, obviously he's best player in the world, but it's an easy image to look at. Tiger's hitting a little bit of a stinger, so he exaggerates this a little bit. Okay, so there's the angle that you want to keep as long as you can. And now in the same position here, if we take you one more frame, okay, you can see that the club shaft is perfectly in line with your left arm right now. So you've lost a lot of your power back in this area. Okay, Tiger's maintained all that power right here on the right-hand side. So as he swings through, his left arm is leading the shot. It's moving the fastest. And the club shaft and the club head are behind. They're following. Okay. So now as he swings through, his power is right at the golf ball. His left arm is perfectly in line with the club shaft. If we take you to impact, we can see that your club shaft is actually leaning backwards, and there's your left arm. Okay. So in a perfect world, we want to be more around in that position there. So the drills that I gave you with the left arm, that's definitely going to help with that. So because your weight's moving to your left side, you can see that your back foot is off the ground. It's actually in a pushing motion, which is great. So the weight's on the outside of your left foot as you're moving forward. You do a lot of great stuff. It's just we got to get the left arm, your arm speed up a little bit. That left arm's got to move faster so the club can be lagging behind. Okay? It's pretty important there. If I keep taking you one more frame, okay, you can see your club head is really past your hand. Now back here, if this is where we want, you can see just a quick angle. If that's where we want your club shaft to be, okay, see if I can get this up so you can see it. So that's like 10.5 degrees of difference, what I said before. So one club is 4 degrees, so that's actually 2.5 clubs different. So your 6 iron, theoretically, is really like an 8 iron or a 9.5 iron that you're actually hitting right there. So you're going to get a lot more distance, a lot more accuracy and consistency if we can get you into that position. I know it's hard to do. You just need small drills and a lot of repetition. But it's the perfect thing for you to work on, especially through the winter season. So, all right. So those were really the big things. Hope I didn't take this too long on you. The left-hand drills again, where the holding on to the right hand with the club shaft and letting go. You got to make sure, if I can get, I don't know if I can see it really well on this frame. Okay, but this is Zach Johnson. You got to make sure as you follow through that you don't go too far, that the back of your left hand feels like it's pointing down towards the ground in that drill, not like it's pointing up towards the sky. Okay, and then the last thing with the left hand was do the overlap grip, swing through, and right before impact, let go with your right hand and swing all the way through with your left. And you can do that a bunch. I mean, you can take 50 to 100 swings of that, a day if you really wanted to. Okay? I hope all that helps, and let me know if you have any more questions. Thanks a lot.